This is a response to a man who has a website called jtf.org. His name is Chaim Ben Pesach. He's a Jew, and he's a very special Jew. He's very smart, and I respect him dearly. I made a video for his website, and he commented, so I'm just commenting back. It's about Levi and Shimon and Dinah, their sister being raped, and their reaction, and then the Torah's reaction, and what we're to take from these from the lessons in these stories in Tanakh. So he says like this. He says the reason Yaakov was against their action was because he felt it would lead to all the nations turning on the Jews. He felt that it endangered the Jews, who were still a very small group, correct. But despite Yaakov's fears, no nation turned on the Jews in response to this act of vengeance. There's one small nation called Ishmael that comes around in the year 600 about, and they actually turned their back in such a disgusting way that, and I'm not talking to the person whose website this is, because this is his whole thing in life, that Islam is all these negative things. But hello, look at where we are now in Eretz Yisrael. The nations haven't turned their back on us. Lebanon didn't turn their back on us. Syria didn't turn their back on us. Mitzrayim in their day, before they were forced to go on the White House lawn. Jordan didn't turn their back on us. All the nations turned their back on us. If this doesn't happen, our name is Shalom. That's what Yaakov was talking about. I don't understand how you're missing this. Gaza, they're not turning their back on us. Hamas, Fatah didn't turn their back on us. None, they don't trust us. They want us. They want to go to war with us. That's not turning their back. In fact, if Shimon and Levi had not avenged their sister's brutal rape, then Jews would have been in real danger, because then the evil nations would have seen that the Jews are an easy target. I don't know, let's fast forward a little and go to Doradeya, and let's see the 10 Makos that Hashem brings for us, and Kiryas Yamsuf, when he destroys the strongest army in the history of the world. Then Amalek still comes and attacks us, as we know. But just to prove a point, like I think the Rashi says, he jumps into a boiling hot pit of water, just to say, yeah, I'll get burned, but you know what? You can attack the Jews. But give me a break. But Masan Torah, the nations, the entire world saw what the Jews are to God, and what he's willing to do for the Jews. This issue was not deception. You have to use deception in war. Okay, you're disagreeing with a lot of major commentaries on the Torah, I'm sorry. Yaakov objected to deception, question mark? Yaakov is the one who gave his blind father Yitzchak the impression that he was really Esav in order to get Yitzchak's blessings. Hello, Chacham, he did it because his mother told him to do it. He was Kabedes Imecha. He was very shy about lying. He didn't want to lie. Look at how Rashi explains this. I'm sure you're familiar with it. It is me, period. Your son, period. Esav, period. He doesn't want to lie, Rashi says. And he's only listening to his mother. He has no choice. He can't go against his mother's will. That doesn't mean he didn't object to it. Hello, it's a very uncomfortable scene in Tanakh. Anyway, Reb Chiam, I appreciate the Musar, the first comments you made on it, and I wish you a Tzlach Rabba. And yeah, for the people on the website, I got my first breast liver haircut. You see the face. I don't know how Kaduner gets his. Yosef Kaduner has face that are beautiful. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen to me one day, but we'll see. All right, Tzlach Rabba, Kol Tov, and Zagazim.